keepable hand here. Opponent's playing Kaigalichu here, which could be a variety of different things. Could, like, statistically, probably a Crusader deck. That's the more popular Kaigalichu matchup of the late. Deck list is still up. Is it fine now? My preview says it's fine, so. It was a good draw. Hopefully we don't get cheap shotted. Big bucks, no cheap shot. Hit a Bloodstone here. By that I mean get strangled. Yeah, at least we know it's coming, right? Play this out. We might cycle this one. I don't know. How greedy am I? Answer that question. Almost certainly very greedy. Whoa! Big spender. The old curb stomp. Yeah, let's give this the old cycle arena here. It's probably wrong. Never punished. Grab Sapphire. In fact, we were missing Sapphire is actually a reason to push it through there. Curb Stomp is their name with a K. They flip their pretty hero fall. You know, if you have the AAA hero falls, they are more likely to come back to your hand when you activate your Kaigalichu power. For those who are unaware. So there's definitely a real upside to having those AAA cards. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tomb swap my princess back to my hand here. I don't really want to play Rylanthe out onto a board with just a 1/1. And, like, this is a good example of, like, why this is a 1 of in the deck. Very well known fact. Exactly. Withering Gaze. Yeah, that's fine. This is promising for us. If they don't hit... Okay, they hit it on... Wow, just all the main deck Withering Gaze as well. I'm glad a bunch of those are in the bin. Well, here's hoping they don't have a Strangle or a Rock Cast. And that this can... Tried to sell, are you? Great. No, actually, I scrubbed the Plunder this past weekend. So, I do not have an extra one to sell right now. Attack with this first. If they have removal, they're certainly killing it. Show me the hero fall. Pav, yes, you can. Only one troop in there. Alright, well, we're going to play this Bride of the Damned out. And then we're going to go ahead and make a Blood Threshold here, which will be our 5th Blood Threshold. Kill a Cottontail Explorer, and then get it back. So hopefully we get to... What happens when an opponent faces a creature deck? Well, you just don't play the creature deck, and then we get another Blood Shard here, which kills this other Cottontail Explorer, which then comes back into play under our control and draws us another resource here. You know, God bless, just like we intended. Alright, there's a Bride of their own, which we can transmog in response to a piece of removal here. I'm giving my bride -1/-1. Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with these two. If they block here, we get their bride and they don't get ours. See that same paw as you can. I think I should just transmog this now for posterity's sake, because they don't have a 5th threshold yet. Oh, that's real good. Yep, put it into a 1 defense thing. Alright, so I probably should have done that pre-combat so I could have had these, but like, now they're on like the Walter bus plan, basically. Alright, so for this matchup, Bride Mirror, Princess out, Verdict out, Strangle in, Extra Queen, and we want Waltz of the Damned. Against the Kaigu deck, we probably want Dread End. I don't know if I want the extra Psychic Ascension or not. I think I'm going to board down to just 1 Vampire Princess because it's a little awkward against their Crusaders that have Skyguard and Steadfast, and I'm assuming they're a Crusader deck. If we don't see Crusaders, we'll readjust our board plan and bring in more Princesses, but I think for now, this is what I want to do. This hand's like medium minus, right? Like it's got 2 Psychic Ascensions in it, but at the same time with 4 Withering Gazes in their deck, I really don't want to mulligan. We've got like 2 resources and we're on the draw, so let's go! Watch him just like have running Withering Gazes on turn 1 and turn 2 and just like take both our Ascensions away. Opponent's got the nice battle board too. I wonder if this is like Corey Jones's like secret account. Or one of the Hex devs. I know they do actually play the game. The opponent is Curb Stomp, K-U-R-B-S-T-O-M-P. Corey would be playing Wintermoon. Blood's Favor is a great hit here. We get to play our 3rd resource, then draw 2 next turn. Sign me up. We have the Crusader here. Bride of the Damned, sure. This is standard constructed that we are playing right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and Hero Fall this, just in case they have another one in their hand. Every time you Hero Fall and one gets out of their hand. The battle board is very nice. Christy won one of these as a door prize, and she loves it. Okay. Ideally, we're going to wait to kill this with the Bride until we have 5 thresholds. That way we can get it back into play under our control. Which will be next turn. Sweet. So play this. They're all legit. Who cares? We're 1-1 in this tournament with it. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this Bride out and play this Wall of Cunning with the trigger targeting this. And I think if my opponent kills my bride in response, I'm going to strangle their cottontail in response, because that way we get it into play under our control. Yeah, so I'm going to strangle their cottontail in response here, because I would like to draw some more shards. I'd also like to tick these down. what a beating! Just like, what a beating. And the Tomb Swap flipped over there too, so we're just like out of brides. Well, at least we can just borrow whatever our opponent puts into play next. I got that going for us, I suppose. Alright, it's up to 6 resources here. These are at 11. We've got 2 actions in our hands. These are kind of at 9. Kinda. We still haven't seen a Crusader out of them, right? Yazukan makes me think they have fun ofs, though. Just like, they just got a handful of removal over there. Dang, we would love to just make our next 4 resource drops here and just like curve out into Psychic Ascension. I don't think they saw the Something Borrowed, right? I can't remember. I know they saw the Ascensions. You know what? I think they did see the Something Borrowed. Do we cycle this or do we play it? We should probably just cycle it, right? Because like if we hit a shard or an action, either of those are better. That's actually kind of worse, right? Because they just like have a target for their removal now. Rotcast the Cottontail Explorer. Deal. So, their hand is just mono removal like we suspected. That's one of the reasons why I only have 1 Vampire Princess in post-board. You want a diversity of threats against the Hero Fall deck. I mean, our hand's great against them just playing removal for the next few turns, right? Now we have an Uzu power ready to go, so if we borrow a wild card, we can play it. Correct, and the first Ascension will make the other one better, right? They know the Something Borrowed is here, so they shouldn't play this out. Okay, interesting. Can I borrow this? I am super excited for the battle boards to get to a point where there's just like a bunch of different ones. I'm just going to go ahead and play this out because now we're just like 1 action away or 1 resource away from being able to ascend. Pav, as you can, sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and burn the Transmog on this, just so I can guaranteed play a Psychic Ascension next turn. Like, we'll feel a little bit bad if we draw a non-slow shard here, but this is fine. Yeah, we drew a slow shard. So, let's ascend. I think I'm going to hold the coin to cycle. Blood and Mist, deal 1 damage to target. Target troop controller 1/1, deal 1 damage to opposing champion. Sure. Closed Coffins in reserves for Kagelich is not a good idea. These matchups are good for our deck, so I don't really want to board a card for a matchup that I already feel is good. Usually want your reserves to be showing up matchups that are more difficult. So you have Transmogged with the trigger on the stack. Why? Oh, in case like it turned it into a 0? It would have saved the bride? No, that's not how that works. That's not how Hex works. It's just like Magic Burgle. If the trigger goes on, you get to... the trigger effect happens. What are... Alright, so what are the Sapphire... I think 8-drop is what I want for the Sapphire card, right? So, like, Shard... Sapphire... Shard... Sapphire... Type... Troop... Cost... 8... We will get a Chrono Daemon, a Dreadsuit Omega. I think it's actually only Dreadsuit Omega is the only thing we can get here. We hit Hero Fall. Yeah, I'm going to start with the random here and see what we get. Attacking troops. Okay, we can empower that. Alright, I'm just gonna start by hero falling this, I think. Get a vampire princess, deal. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this, see what we find. Also get to reactivate the champ power. Oh! Yeah, we might actually. I'm not sure about that. This can transform, right? This gets the plus power equal to transfer this into a copy of another target troop. Right, cast. I'm gonna play Blood Mist here just to get a random 1-drop. Gain a life when our idiot dies. He hero felled our princess. How did we get another one? I don't understand. Hey! Get off of your brother! That's an 8-8. Okay, yep. Yeah, I guess we're just taking 8 here, right? Yep. Get a random concuss. Alright, oh, let's play Psychic Ascension, see what we get. That's pretty good. How many troops do I have in here? 1, 2. Just 2, but there's a Rot Paw in there. Yeah, not playing that coin out kind of bit me here. It's very possible I've messed this up. Yeah, it says draw a card too, but like as long as this is alive, this is probably gonna die. Oh, jeez. Are we just dead? Is that really how that works? Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Well, you know. Good beats. We just had no outs, right? Oh. Oh, we have another game, right? Oh, I could have strangled this rabbit, right? I could have strangled this rabbit. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize that was how the rabbit worked. It so it gets really big really fast then, right? So like could have strangled the rabbit. I was under the impression, is there a different copy troop that it copies the power and then copies the text box separately? This is why you just don't mulligan. Take your favorite, probably something borrowed. Yeah. Definitely messed up that game. And actually, no, playing the Psychic Ascension was fine. Like, we should have played the Strangle, and then we would have drawn the Prism the following turn. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was going to copy, it was going to copy the power and toughness in addition to the bonus. Yeah, so the power gets copied. I didn't realize that was how it worked. I thought it was templated differently than that. I guess that makes sense because it doesn't say revert this and then copy. It seems like they're just playing like a Kaigalichu mid-range deck without Crusader in it, which is actually pretty good for us, right? A paw of Yazukan got transmogged so we could play our Psychic Ascension a turn sooner. So, it wasn't even a very good thing to be hitting. They have a Strangle in their hand, sure. Definitely miffed that game up. I wasn't playing around a Gallows Ghast, and I could have been, and then I could have killed the rabbit if I would have understood how it worked. Well, we're flooding a little bit, but the good news is we get to play Vampire Queen next turn, so... To cycle this coin. Benefits of playing coins. Yeah, you should board out your 4th copies of cards against Hero Fall decks. In fact, Hero Fall decks are why we're not playing 4 Brides in this deck. Not a budgetary restriction. We don't do budgetary restrictions on this stream. But God, if this thing gets Hero Falled again, I am just gonna slide out of my chair. There's just like the 2nd queen just should not be in the board. Please strangle me. Please strangle me. Please strangle me. God bless. This should be another something borrowed, or it should be a tomb swap, or just anything else. Just concedes. Alright. 2-1, I guess.